Ohayou gozaimasu. Watashi wa FiyahKitteh, also known as Van. Hey guys, I have a few, words slash kind of a disclaimer for my next upcoming LP, which I'm gonna spoil at this point because it's just a few more hours. It's gonna be Pokémon Red for the Game Boy Color. So yes, the more colored and not just black and whitish version, which is gonna be pretty cool in itself. I'm pretty looking forward to that actually, because it's not just gonna be like bland. Anyway, I would like you to know what exactly you can expect from my Let's Play and what not. So here are a few points. First of all, oh, you totally stole this idea from Slim because he's doing a Pokemon Run 2 right now, Pokemon Blue. No. Actually, this game has been on my list since quite a long time, and since I recently decided that I wanted to, tackle longer games, bigger games, more massive games, and, step it up. If you've seen my update video, I have, decided that this would be a good one because that was actually one of the games that I played back then. Okay, I did not play the Game Boy Color version. I played the normal Game Boy one, but it doesn't really matter. It's the same thing. It's just that there's more, pretty colors. So no, I did not steal this idea from anywhere. It just happened like that. Apparently everybody's doing Pokemon currently, which is cool. Doesn't matter. Then I am gonna use friends as names, or friends as a name giver to my Pokemon. Now, here's the thing. I'm kind of going for a minimalistic run. Not quite as minimalistic as I would have, because I kind of wanted to include a lot of friends slash subs. So I had to make kind of a pretty big team, and also, there's Pokemon that you're gonna end up getting anyway, like let's say Lapras or Zapdos or whatever, because you just stumble over that specific dungeon, or you're even given some of them as a gift. So I'm like, might as well include those, why not? And the thing is, obviously I couldn't include everybody I know. So I just want you guys to be understanding of this, that if I didn't put you into my LP for some reason, doesn't mean that I hate your face or that you don't mean enough to me. It just means, I simply ran out of space. And I had to kind of draw the line somewhere because, again, I didn't want to catch all 150/151 Pokemon. And I already have more than I wanted, or would have wanted anyway. I would have gone with just like 3 Pokemon or so. But that would never even begin to cover all the people I wanted to use in my Let's Play, so it ended up being a little bit more. However, please don't be disappointed or sad or anything. There's certainly going to be plenty of more games where I am going to need or use names, so, just only because it didn't work this time, it doesn't mean I hate your face, just so you know. Now for the actual playing. Okay, here's the deal. I have played this game back when it came out, which is like, I don't even know how many decades ago, 13, 14, 15 years, I don't know, I can't tell. And this is when I last touched the game, alright? I played it back then, had no idea what I was doing pretty much, because, I just played, because that's just what I do. I just jumped in, played, tried out, experienced, tested, pushed limits and boundaries, and I just played. There was no real method to look up much of anything back then. We had to use guides. I did have a guide, but I did certainly not look at it while playing, especially not to learn all the Pokemon, types, moves, etc., etc. Like, I had no idea how tall certain Pokemon are, or how heavy, or what all they learn at what level, or at what level they even develop, etc., etc. So I just played for the most part. I mostly had the the guide, because there was a complete picture in there of all the Pokemon, and because there were single pictures in there, and I was kind of interested in drawing them, so that's pretty much it, to be very honest. Because they had a Pokedex in there with every single Pokemon, and I drew a lot of those because I made an advent calendar actually. So yeah, I was that kind of nerd. So please don't expect me being all pro about what Pokemon is what type. Actually, I'm gonna give you a spoiler right here. There's gonna be one point where I'm gonna be sitting early in the game, obviously, where I'm gonna be sitting at a trainer who has a Nidoran, and I'm sitting there literally going, are you a normal type, a ground type, a poison type, or a mixed one? I forgot, because I don't know. The thing is, I didn't know this back then either, because up to that point, you didn't see any Nidorans in your game. So the Pokedex, I couldn't just look at the Pokedex, so it couldn't just tell me, hey, Nidoran is a whatever the hell type. I am openly gonna admit that I know nothing about nothing, and I actually never claimed that I know a lot about Pokemon, because literally I played Pokemon Red just by playing through it and experiencing and trying. Then I played Pokemon Stadium with the Pokemon from my Game Boy version. I played Pokemon Snap. You didn't really need to know much about types and nothing there. I played Mystery Dungeon, and again, you didn't really need to know need to know a lot there. I just basically went for it. I'm kind of an exploring type of person when it comes to games, and I just try things and push. There's actually one point in the game where I defeated a Taubsi/Pidgey with a bug Pokemon. I know that the only reason why that even worked is because the Pidgey did not have any flying moves, otherwise I would have been screwed. But still, that's the kind of stuff I do. I just try things. So if you expect a super professional Pokemon Let's Play, you're not gonna find it. This is literally as if I were back then when I first got the game, and I would be exploring everything and figuring everything out, because I literally remember nothing from the story other than a few points, like, hey, there's a Safari Zone at some point, and hey, there's a Sylph Company at some point, whatever. And I remember Pokemon names in German, mostly, even though I caught up with English a little bit, quite a bit. And, well, that's it. Like, I sometimes I don't know which way is right when I'm standing somewhere, and sometime I also don't know what kind of Pokemon, what trainer it's gonna have. I still remember a few, but that's it. This is not gonna be a completely derp LP though. It's not gonna take me forever to figure out all the strengths and stuff. It's just that I don't do it like everybody else, like, oh, this is a blah blah type, I need to use a blah blah attack or something. It's just, the way I did it was literally, hey, so I have this friggin' Bulbasaur or whatever, and I can use this against a Squirtle, for example. Or that, in my mind, simplified dinosaur thing, bigger than turtle thing. Pretty much, yeah. I know it's weird. Anyway, so yeah, if you think you can stand watching a blind feeling LP of Pokemon, please feel free to, stay tuned and look forward. And if you feel like, oh god, I'm gonna just rage because I'm such a Pokemon pro, then, you might not want to watch it. That is all I'm saying. I know that my subs/fans are not gonna have too much of a problem with this, but this video is mostly for people who just happen to stumble along sometime or at some point. I mean, feel free to leave your comments in the videos and go like, okay, I would have done this and that at that point, but please, for Christ's sake, don't start anything like, you're a noob, you don't know what you're doing, because yeah, you know what, I am a noob, I don't know what I'm doing, pretty much, kinda, in that sense. So, you know, good for you. Anyway, this is all. I'm sorry it took so long, but I really wanted to take the time to explain this so people know what to expect and what not to expect. So, yeah, other than that, I hope you're gonna have fun with this. I know I'm having fun playing it and working for it. And figuring stuff out again. Hey, maybe this time I can actually get into this whole Pokemon world and, you know, get more knowledgeable about it. That would be really cool, because, you know, all my friends are super geeky on this subject, and I'm always kind of there like, I'm gonna go do something else now because I have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, because they know literally everything. Sucks. Anyway, as always, thanks for joining, thanks for listening, and yeah, I hope you're gonna have fun in a few hours when the videos start coming out. I'll see you later. Bye.